guys, welcome back to Nana Chats. Thank you for joining us again. And today we have Margo, who is a fashionista, a fashion blogger. Yes, you are.
Amen.
Yeah, she's also a singer. Her voice is calm, guys. Yeah, I mean, Margo has just become a new mum of a beautiful baby boy who's 3 weeks. He's 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks, 1 day today.
I'm just going to ask her a few questions about being a first-time mom, and you guys come along with us on the journey, and hopefully she can give us some tips. So the first question to you is, how does it feel to actually be a mom?
It's so surreal. Everyone's always said, like, oh, when you become a mom, it's like the best feeling ever, and I could never really understand it until I'm now a mum, and it's just so surreal. I'm doing things I never thought I'd do. He wakes up and I'm just staring at him. He's sleeping and I'm just staring at him. It's just, yeah, it's such an incredible experience, and I'm just so grateful to God. Like, yeah, incredible.
Does it still feel surreal?
Yeah, every day I wake up and I'm pinching myself and I'm like, is this my child? Especially as he's starting to look more like me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just so surreal, and I just look at this human, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're mine. And you just don't want to do anything to like harm him, or I've become so protective. It's really weird. Never thought I'd be like this.
In the first 24 hours, how were you feeling? What was going through your mind after you get birth? How did you feel in that first 24 hours?
It was amazing. The only thing is, because of the whole coronavirus thing, Theo, my husband, couldn't stay for the entire time. But I gave birth at 7:24 in the morning, and Theo was allowed to stay until about 6 o'clock in the evening, which was great. But then after that, it was like, oh, it's just me and you. What now? And I had a C-section, so I had no one to sort of help me pick up the baby, put him down, and so it was incredible, but it was really tough just in those first few hours. Like, okay, I'm in this by myself, I'm in pain, can't really move that much, and it's just me and my baby. So yeah, really, really weird. But I am so grateful for those moments alone, because it helped me build a bond with him. Yeah, and before I was like, I'm not going to change nappies. I don't do nappies. But I had to, which was great for me, because now I can change a nappy and it doesn't smell, thank God. People used to tell me that newborn babies' nappies don't smell, and I never used to believe them until my baby's nappies came, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't smell, I'm so happy. But no, I really needed those 24 hours to help me. So yeah, incredible time. I'm on cloud 9 still, 3 weeks later, still on cloud 9.
About the poo, wait till they start eating solids. Things change.
Not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that at all.
You just mentioned that you had a C-section, right? Did you feel upset that you had to have a C-section? Because I know you were not planning to have a C-section.
Do you know what? I never expected it. I'm gonna be honest. So I literally thought from 37 weeks, I was like, yeah, baby's gonna be here any day. Yeah, he's gonna be here any day. 38 weeks, I was like, any day. 40 weeks, I'm like, okay, any day. And then I was actually 13 days over, but I was still pushing for a water birth. I really, really wanted one. But then I had to be induced 3 times. And then the third time I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to have a water birth. But I was still thinking, oh, I'm going to have a normal vaginal birth. I've never thought anything else. And I actually prayed to God that I wouldn't have a C-section, because I'm so active. I'm the type of person, like, I would rather do it myself than ask you, because if you don't do it right, I get annoyed, and then it's like an argument. So I'd rather not.
We know, Margo.
I'd rather not have. So I prayed to God. I was like, look, it's in everyone's best interest that I don't have a C-section. So it wasn't even in my brain. I didn't expect it. But then during the process, and they were like, baby's heart rate's going like this, and I was a bit like, okay, do you know what? And they were like, look, we think you should have a emergency C-section. I was like, okay. It didn't even cross my mind to be like, no, or I'm upset. I was just like, okay, because my main thing was, let's get my kid out safely, alive, whatever, you know. So I wouldn't say I was upset afterwards. Like a few days later, I was a bit like, woe is me, like, God, you know, why? But now I'm just like, it happened. I've healed really quick. I'm still healing, obviously, but I've healed really quickly. My belly's gone down like that. I don't know if that's part and parcel of the C-section. So I mean, I don't mind. I thought I would probably mind more than I did. But what was more important for me is that the baby would just come. My thing is, though, with the C-section, I've been doing some reading, and they don't recommend you having more than 3 kids or something if you're going to have all consistent C-section. So I'm praying that the next kid won't be a C-section, because I actually want 5 kids. Yeah. And obviously I won't be able to if all the kids are from cesarean.
I'm glad you're still going strong with the 5, even though you're only 3 weeks old. Like, hey, everybody has their own.
He's just so good. He gives me no trouble. I'm like, gosh, if all my kids are like this, I'm on cloud 9.
In this 3 weeks, yeah, what did people tell you that you did not listen to? Because people give you loads of advice.
That's weird. People would say, oh, you can't put a newborn on a schedule. It doesn't matter, just go with the flow, he'll tell you what he wants, blah blah blah. My baby feeds every, I would say, 2.5 to 3 hours, usually every 3 hours. I write everything down. I try and wake him up. I don't like him sleeping longer than 3 hours because he needs to eat. But when he's not eating, so after 3 hours, in the middle of those, he can either play or sleep, look around, do what he wants to, and then he knows 3 hours, boom, it's time to eat again. And sometimes he'll just wake up in the timings, and people just tell me like, oh no, you can't have a schedule, just wait, blah blah blah. And for me, having a schedule was the best thing that I've ever done, because it allows me to actually get sleep at night. So I know that if I feed him at 4 a.m, he's going to be able to sleep till 7 a.m. So that's at least 3 hours for me. But I'm hearing other people's, I know every kid is different, you can't compare, but I'm hearing people's kids, every hour they're waking up and they're not even newborns. So I think for me, it was important that I didn't listen to other people's advice when they said, just go with the flow, don't put baby on the schedule. Because now I mean, he's still young, he's still 3 weeks, but now I'm actually seeing the schedule is working for everyone, actually, for all of us, me and baby.
No, I am all for schedules, yeah, because boy, I learned the hard way. 7 months ago, there was I was like, I cannot do this. So I am all, the earlier the better. The earlier, then they just think it's normal. What advice did someone give you that you thought this was a lifesaver?
Do you know what? One of my friends, Sarah, she was like, when the baby pees, she puts a wet wipe on his pee-pee, his penis, whatever, just in case, you know, he pees everywhere. And I remember when I first started changing him, I didn't used to do it. I used to think I was a G, and I nearly got hit once. So since then, if you put it on when the wee comes, it just doesn't go everywhere. It kind of goes on the wet wipe. And that's the best advice. That was amazing advice for me. And I still use it to this day. Actually, any advice Sarah has given me has been amazing. But yeah, I think for me, that's the best. That's the best advice.
She's pretty qualified. She has 3 kids, so I think.
I know, right?
Talking about. Okay, cool. Yeah. What was your biggest fear before you had your son?
I don't think I had one. I don't know if that's weird. I try and always be positive and be glass half full. So I didn't actually have any fears. I just really wanted him to, I didn't want him to be ugly. To be ugly. So. Can I say that? That was probably my biggest thing. I was like, Lord, yeah, we're not going to do this. That was my biggest fear. I think that was my only fear. Yeah, but apart from that, I didn't have any fears. I just was like, I'm going to embrace whatever, motherhood has for me. And I didn't know what kind of mother I would be. So, yeah.
What kind of mother do you think you've turned out to be so far?
I think I'm a great mum. Do you know what I mean? It's just, we just started, but you know what? No, joking. I didn't think I'd be as clingy as I am. Like in my house, so my mum's moved in, and it's like we all kind of like, oh, I'll change him. No, I'll change him. Or I'll feed him. No, I'll feed him. And everyone sort of wants a bit of him. And when I'm holding him, I'll just be like, like kissing him. And right now I call him Mummy's boy. I'm like, Mummy's boy, come here. And he's got, my nickname for him is Bambino. So we're like, Bam Bam, Bambino. I didn't think I would be this soppy, and I am that mum. Didn't think I would be. I thought I'd be a bit more like, no, any cry, I'm like, baby, are you okay? Oh, let me hold you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that's been the biggest surprise for me.
Oh, that's cute. I feel like motherhood is so strange. Like, you have all these aspirations in your head, what you think you're going to do, how you're going to be, how your labour's going to... And then you get there and it's like, yeah, we're doing it. Like, I thought I was going to be super, super strict. I was going to be like, no, you're not doing this. Come and see me now. Oh, why are you telling him that? Oh, why are you telling him that? So, yeah. Who do you think is stricter or going to be stricter? Because obviously, I doubt he's misbehaving at this age. You or your husband?
I think it's Theo. I think he might, because I thought I'd be strict, but everything I'm like, oh, leave him, oh, no, we'll see. I think I'll probably be more intense. So as he grows older, like uni, I'm literally gonna have a GPRS signal wherever he goes. So he's gonna be like, Mum, I'm in the library. No, I can see you're at this club. Don't do that. So I think as he grows older, that's going to be me. I think as he's younger, Theo will probably be a bit stricter. As he grows older, it will definitely be me because, yeah, I don't have time for games. But we'll see.
I think we're going to be doing this together. We'll be like, where's the latest app where you can track it? Where? Because even now, I'm like, oh, when he's older, if you start talking, no, I'm not about that. No, if you start talking about girls, no. Like, I want to know who, where, exactly, everything. I am stalking you. I will be that mum going through the diary. I will be that mum going through, I want to know everything. I'm sorry.
I'm hacking into your Instagram. Listen. I've got all the passwords to your phone because I paid the bills. Listen. I'm knowing everything, okay?
We have to do tagging on that. What's your biggest shock when you had him?
I don't think I have a biggest shock. Let me think. Maybe my biggest shock is how good he is. He's not fussy. He doesn't like just cry for no reason, or he's easily soothed. And I thought, babies are just meant to like cry all the time. And he's not been any trouble or anything like that. He cries when he needs to be changed or fed, or what's the other one? Winded or whatever. But yeah, no, apart from that, it's been really good. I think that's probably my biggest shock, but there's nothing I didn't really have any expectations, I guess, going into it. So yeah, it's hard for me to sort of be crazy shocked.
I think my biggest shock, right, was
as
much as people tell you that you're not going to sleep, I didn't understand until I didn't sleep. That was my biggest shock. How are you coping with not sleeping?
Do you know what? It's not that bad. Yeah, my mum's moved in with me, so that's helping. My mum does the night shift, so I get to sleep basically. So I can actually sleep at night, during the night, because my mum does the nights. But even when I don't, so like last night I took him because I missed him. So I had him the whole night, and he I fed him. He slept 3 hours, and I fed him again, and then he slept 2 hours, and then I fed him again. So I'm actually getting chunks. I'm getting good chunks of sleep. It's not like, oh, every 45 minutes I'm waking up. I'm really getting good chunks of sleep. So it's not been that much of a shock to the system. What is a shock is that I'm breastfeeding and I'm not eating as many calories as I should. And that's making me exhausted, like really, 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 really tired. So I think that's where the sort of sleep bit's coming. But I'm actually getting sleep. I don't know. What was it like with Nathaniel?
Basically, I slept with one eye open. I could never sleep. He was there. He didn't like his cot, so he was there next to me. And then as soon as I hear, I'm like,
is everything okay?
Yeah, and then Nyasha did the nappy change. So if I knew it was nappy change, I was like, here, take the child. And then food, I'm like, okay, bring him. So I feel like I never really slept because I was always, and maybe because he was in my bed with me, I was like, I couldn't really sleep because it was me, him, and Nathaniel. So I was always sleeping. You know, sleeping with one eye open, I truly understand what that meant. I was sleeping with one eye open. So I was sleeping, but I wasn't sleeping.
But how did you know he didn't like his cot?
Oh, because every time we put him there, he'll just cry.
Nana. Nana. This is self-inflicted, okay?
Oh my gosh. But anyway, now I know better. Next time, you are staying where I put you. So
yeah.
If you had 2 advice to give to first-time mums, what would it be?
Right. So the first advice would be, I know this is more to do with birthing plan and everything. I know, so I was really like adamant, I'm having a water birth, I'm having only gas and air, no epidural. Like all my friends will laugh at me. I had to have an epidural in the end because I was induced the 3rd time, and that pain is something else. But I was like, no epidural, nothing. I want it natural. I'm having a water birth. My baby's coming early. Blah blah blah. And everyone would just be like, okay, you know. And I'm that person. If I've got something in my mind, you can't tell me otherwise. So then my friends started to be like, okay, cool. You know, let's see. And it was everything. My birth story was the opposite of everything I planned to do. I was begging for the epidural. I was like, why is it taking so long? Hurry up. And I never thought I would say that. And now, subsequent births, I'm like, just give me an epidural. Let's not waste time with gas in there, you know. So that is, I guess, that's the first thing that I would give first-time mums. You have this plan in your head. Genuinely, anything can happen. We pray, we thank God, you know, we fast, we do all we can, but anything can happen. So just be a bit loose with it. Otherwise, you know, you'll be learning the hard way. Because literally everything I had planned just didn't happen. So that's the first advice I'd give first-time mums. And second advice, actually, this is advice that everyone's given me, is to take pictures every day because they grow so fast. And I've been taking pictures of him every day, and he literally in 3 weeks, he's gone from, when he was born, he looked exactly like his dad, like literally, no one could say I cheated on Theo. He looked exactly like Theo. But now he's morphing into me, which is fantastic. But literally, he changes so much every day. So I'd say, just take pictures, enjoy the moment, because they do grow up so fast. Because I was literally thinking, next thing I know, he's going to be 1 year old. He's going to be a 1-year-old, and I'm like, where's time gone? So yeah, savor every moment and capture all the precious memories on camera.
I completely agree. completely, especially that last, well, both of them, to be honest, actually, but especially that last point, because literally I was like, I don't want you to grow. I want you to stay like this. But obviously every stage is different, and like and a lot of people I know felt like their maternity was too long, but maybe because I was doing other things as well. But I felt like I enjoyed every single moment because I was literally taking pictures and doing so much and everything. And just one more question. I guess it's Corona season, but in the future, are you planning to sign up to like any baby classes at all? I would highly recommend it.
No, do you know what? And I know you know me. I can't even respond to a text message in a few days, let alone leave the house to go somewhere to join another club. To listen, I'm just in no. If I have the time, I mean, it depends, but I'm already struggling with my time in the house during quarantine. Okay, I'm not doing anything and I'm struggling with my time. So that's the only reason I say I wouldn't probably sign up for parenting for like classes. We'll see. Also, when you sign up for these classes, you meet parents, you meet new people, and then that's going to be more people that I need to text back that I can't keep on top of. Sorry, but it's true. I mean, you know me. It's true. So that's the only reason why. We'll see. Plus, a lot of I've literally got about 5 friends that have given birth this year. So he's got a lot of best friends already. So I guess those will be kind of my classes. I'll meet up with those friends or those groups of people. So I'm also part of a WhatsApp group called Beautiful Blessings with shout out Sandra, with bunch of women all giving birth around the same time. That really helped, actually. That was a fantastic network. But things like that, I'll probably go to events if we have some like that, but I just think signing up to something else, I'll be fooling myself because I know I won't have the time. So
that will be all for today, but thank you so much, Margo, for coming here and sharing part of your story and part of your journey, and hopefully this will encourage someone along their way or someone who's just about to give birth. So thank you so much for coming, and yeah, follow her. I'll put her link to her Instagram down below. Follow her because she's cool.
Do you know what? I can't even keep up with my Instagram posts. I literally got 9 pictures from my maternity ready to post, and I can't even post because I'm like, where's the time? This is the story of my life, okay? And I can't even blame my child. I don't even know what it is. Do you know what? I need to stop.
So all your days just go like that. All your days in a circle. You're like, when was Monday? What day is it now?
Yeah, merged into one.
So yeah, so follow her link down below because she wears cute clothes and she goes to cool places. So yeah, follow, make sure you follow. But thank you so much for coming, and thank you guys for coming back again this week and joining us with Nana Chats, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, thanks for having me.